right, here we go. So we're just loading stuff up. All right, we're just waiting on Unity to load. Also, hello, everyone. I'm back. I've been expecting Mr. Dudder. Hey there, Zoom. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I'm back from my trip. Surviving. Returned to life. Hope you had a great trip. Thank you. I did. Yeah, it was really good. Got to spend some time in California. I'm very sunburned and tanned, but in a good way. um, certainly was a good time. Yeah. Basically, we went down and surprised my dad for like a belated Father's Day celebration. Um, and he didn't know we were coming, so we kind of took him by surprise, which was fun. There we go. Yes, Unity. Oh yeah, and then we want to. So today we're going to be working on a few different things. I'm going to start with just tweaking the expressions for the VTuber. But I hope you had a great weekend, Zoom. Hope you've been doing well in the meantime. Sounds sweet. I just took my parents out to dinner. Heck yeah. Well, since we live just, we've got some distance. I'm in Texas, clearly, and then my parents, or since I live with my brother, our parents are in California. So just takes a little bit of time to see them. We only see them maybe 2 to 3 times a year at this point. So gotta just do what we can to make that a little bit more frequently. In November, though, I'll be going on a cruise with my dad, which will be fun. All right, so we wanted to take a look at the expressions of our VTuber here, because I think that first, a surprised one, I'm going to turn down just a little bit. We're going to say surprised. I don't know. It's not that bad. I think I just need to change how often it triggers. I hate chips. Oh, really? I like being on the ocean. But I'm a swimmer, so maybe that comes from that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that was loud. Oh, thank you, thank you. Um, so I think what we really wanted to change was the fun expression is the blep, I believe, yeah. Which I don't mind, but I would prefer it to be the happy. So we're going to switch joy to blep instead. All right. And then we're going to close VSF. I guess I could have waited a second to do that, but whatever. Bam. Yes. All right, sometimes this takes a while. But I'm here. I'm just not on VTube cam. Yeah, I like being on boats. When I was in high school, I went on a week-long trip on a tall-masted sailing ship. So it was like kind of a ye old, not like cool, but um, had the masts, and we were on there for a week. It was pretty fun. It's fun. Hmm. Oh yeah, I think something else we'll do at the end of today, if we have time, is get some of the other VTuber stuff set up so you can like throw things at me. I think it'd be fun. VTubing Throw things. That's how I'll remember that. It's writing down my to-do list. Oops, sorry. Just smacked the microphone. Okay, now we can open VS again. And this should be a little bit better because now it'll be an actual smile instead of me sticking my tongue out all the time. Oh, we are missing a few other expressions too. I'll have to manually add those. So worried. And this nice smile. Uh-oh. Okay, so when the smile happens, the blink needs to turn off. Actually, pretty much for all of these. Or no, we definitely want it on neutral. Joy. Da, 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 da. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now when I smile, ah, ah, perfect. That seems a little bit better. Um, now, transition time might be something to play with. That does sound fun. I just don't like the ocean. Too hostile. Fair, especially with all these orcas now. But I do like old boats. I'm Dutch and worked as a volunteer at the Batavia, a ship replica of the colonization age. That one's so cool to be on. Oh, very interesting. A Batavia. Batavia. Oh, oh, interesting. Did you travel to, or is it just the? Is this the Batavia here? Very cool. Wow, that is very elegant looking. That's actually like a straight up historical. Yeah, mine that I was on, I was not. It was like modern, but it had sails, but it was still a very modern dealio. All right, I think that's better now. I still need to be able to adjust the settings so I'm not doing the surprise expression all the time. Definitely seems to be about my eyebrows. All right, maybe we will tweak that a little bit more. Ah, interesting. All the expressions just seem a little bit too sensitive. I'm actually wondering if it's my glasses. Oh, you went to nice. You went out there. That's awesome. I had a good friend of mine that was from Dutch Indonesia. Hmm. Okay, so gaze sensitivity, eyebrow sensitivity. Let's turn that down a little. But it's still triggering it just as easily. Mostly docked, but once we took it for a spin, for a show, we did cheat a lot using modern tugboats for the difficult bits. I mean, fair. It's not like, I mean, they had to have pretty skilled crews to run those in the past. Like, hey, good luck. Actually, I split my skull against the wooden beams off the middle deck. Oh, dang. That's intense. So it's when I close my mouth that hmm, these are hard to get right. I need to actually just spend some time. I wish they just had. Ooh, zoop. Here we go. Perfect. Extra booba. Hello, Cecil. Hello, hello. All right, we'll mess around with this later. For now, it's working. I kind of like the foreshortened look. You'd be surprised at just how cramped those decks are. Really put clear on how bad it would have been during the darker periods of civilization. Yeah. I know what you're saying. So fucking tired. Oh no. Well, it is the end of your day. Definitely get some good rest today. Today? Oh, I can't go that fast. Sorry, just messing around with the tracking there. Okay. All right. On to other things. Uh, let's see. So, looking at my to do list, we've got we wanted to check out the expressions, which I'm doing right now, and then we wanted to um, do a thumbnail. Okay, so we're gonna hop in Blender now, and I want to sit down first. The ear wiggle, 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 wiggle. It's important. I wasn't able to get the expressions working on oh, the ears for the VTuber version, or that is to say, it'll take me a little bit more time to get that working on the VTuber version. I won't do it for the first version because it's gonna just I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe let me move this over here because then I can do this. Maybe. Fingies. All right. So we're gonna go into June, and we're gonna go into here, and what we want to do is take all of the textures. Then we go back to here and paste. Okay, that shouldn't should have just copied it. It did. Okay, perfect. I've been in a labyrinth with my class, and on Mackin Machine with a classmate and home. I have been going 12.5K steps, and I don't have a summer break. My goodness, summer break, what's that? Well, I do wish you some rest. I don't know what a masen is. Masen? But I do hope you get a break soon. Important. Important to get some rest. That's what I did this last weekend. Bunch of resting. And I did enjoy that. Oh, gotcha. On Thursday. Is Masen Thursday? We'll just switch this over to shading. I don't know what shader I'm looking at. June eyes. Okay. Image, texture, open. Oops, that's where I want it to be. June. Textures. Eye. All right, interesting. That looks scary. So we'll add a Shift A mix RGB. and make them glossy. Awesome. All right, on to the next material. Body. The body. Well, before I forget, a buddy of mine was looking to commission his Abby. Oh, very cool. So I gave him your info. I believe he filled in your form to get in touch. Oh, perfect. Was his name Darkness? Because I do have to respond to him. I think I saw that right when I was getting home from the airport. The airport. Transmission. Turn that off. Switch this to smoothness. Invert color. Put that into roughness. Seems very similar to that, so probably okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll be following up with him today. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I think he's making a quest avatar, so that'll be cool. And I appreciate you recommending me. Thank you so much, Zoom. Very, very much appreciate it. I want to give you a thumbs up, but my leap motion isn't working. Thumbs up. Yeah, that's as close as I can get. Yeah, it'll be a very interesting month for me because I'm really going to be pushing all the products and stuff. But it certainly will be a challenge. So I do have to be taking in some commissions at the same time because it's difficult to do this transition. I bet I could tweak this script to do all this. Nice. Okay, looking good. Though the pants are glossy because I didn't change to the smoothness map. There we go. Nice. Looking good. And then lastly, the hair. I think we just need one image for this. And hair. Hair gradient. Perfect. And then duplicate. This will be the normal. This could go right. Normal, normal. Normal goes into the normal, which goes in there. I think that's wrong. Normal map. Normal map. Bada boom. All right, that looks better. Much closer. Still a little off. I think the smoothness is a little bit more prevalent. My version, and then also I think the strength of this was a little bit lower, maybe like 0.25, just a quarter of that. There, but not so intense. And then this also would go into the emission color. Yeah, we'll say 0.5. It's there, but a little less. All right, all right. Things are looking good. Oh, I always forget it turns my my jacket off. Bam. There we go. Next, for the expression and the tiers, just going to go to my mask. Here, we're going to make a mask. We're going to add into it, mask. Not that one. Vertex groups. Bam. I move this to the bottom. Mask. Expressions. VFX. All right. Something like that. And then we go in here. Tab. Alt A. Make sure everything's deselected. Select the expressions here. And the tiers. Oh, and then assign them to our new group. Bam. We go here. Mask. VFX. Invert it. And that's pretty much it. Okay, perfect. All right, she's looking good. She's looking very good. So now we can make a thumbnail. Okay, mouth looks good. Perfect. Awesome. Possum. So we just close this. We make a new file. We delete everything in here. Well, actually, sorry. We delete this. Then we do File, Link, Blender, Collection, June. And voila. Which we will put in the like a branding folder. And in here, a thumbnail folder. So, June, thumbnail, save. Awesome. Okay. And then we can change our collection. This is a really powerful feature of Blender, is that you can link objects. So technically the character in here is not actually in our scene. The character is still in the original file, and we can go back and update that original file. And it will allow us to basically reference the character in this scene, but the character will still be in the other scene, if that makes sense. So, and we can still interact with it like we would expect. We just can't edit it normally. Oh, we do need to make a mask for the legs and the body. So let's go back to our other scene, June, and we'll make one more mask for the body. Let's just say duplicate. We'll call this mask VFX. This one will be mask body. All right. I'm going to remove that. Back into edit mode, deselect everything. We'll switch this over to UV. Get rid of the image. All right, so this is our UV map right here. I'm going to turn on sticky select. So we can identify what needs to be selected. And then we'll select the body so we know what's what. Deselect these things here in the main selection. Then that should be it. I think we just go there, make a new vertex group, mask, body, and we just assign it. Bada boom. All right. Which will allow us to go here, put that in the mask, body, boom. All right, but we can and do need to change the threshold. Or go in here, invert our selection, grow it by 1, and say remove. There we go. Almost. All right, I think that's working perfectly now. Leave. Yeah, that looks good. No feet, no dot. Everything looks bueno. All right, now we go back to our other file, the thumbnail, and voila, it updates automatically because that's the power of linked collections. All right, so now we need to think of a thumbnail. Image. Yeah. What do we want? What would be a good like background or context for this character? I think something cyberpunk makes sense. Um, Obviously with the glowing hair and all that. The hair looks a little different. Maybe I should make it a little bit more blue. All right, let's go here. Let's actually open Photoshop. It'd be fun to play around with that. 1 second. Oh, hello, everyone. Oh, hello. I guess I should set up my VSF here too. We'll do that in a second. Hi. Do I look more tan? Do I look tanner? I got sunburned a few times, so I should probably look a little bit more tan. Okay, perfect. Just need to make this. Wait, what is the normal thumbnail size that we use? I always forget. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. What do we thumbnail last? Ah, whatever. Go. Doop. Doop. Boom. Boom. And view info details. 1920 by 1429. That's what we want. Yeah, a little. Perfect. I'm getting more tan. 1920 by 1429. Okay. All right. And save that. Over here, client, no, avatars, June, branding, thumbnail, June thumbnail. Save. Okay. File export. Oh, so annoying that I have to do that twice. Now. Basis. June. Branding. Thumbnail. June thumbnail. Save. Thank goodness. That took forever. Okay, we're back. Bam. Oh, wait, like this. Bam. All right. So, what I wanted to do is just select everything, turn this off, and say generative fill, a neon lit alleyway or cityscape. Let's just say alley. Cyberpunk, detailed, sci-fi. I don't know. Let's see what that does. Probably should have put in like photo shoot or a backdrop or something. That would have helped a lot. Just the glasses seem to mess up my tracking. Wow, that's nonsense. Ooh, wow, does not look nice. Does not look very good. Hmm. Okay, well that's okay. That is okay. Behold, artificial incompetence. Hey there, Snardum. Hello. How you doing? It's been a while. I hope you had a good week. I was gone the last few days in California visiting some family. Realistic alleyway backdrop photo shoot. Been a little busy with life myself. How dare you? How dare you? No, that's totally fine. Hopefully, nothing too hectic. Just some normal busyness. Oh, wow. I guess that kind of works. This is a starting point. Yeah, we'll do something like that, and then we'll just go in and start deleting. Say dirty trash, dirty street with trash generate. I gave mine away. Too much maintenance with life. Interesting. This is kind of fun. And then we'll take this. And we'll say shop front cyberpunk uh, neon lights. Sure, something like that. Interesting. I think the neon in that gets a little bit more overpowering. Just say that. All right, this is nonsense. I'm not going to mess around with this anymore. We need to think of a thumbnail. Let's go to Pinterest. Let's go to Pinterest. And we'll say product or photo shoot cyberpunk. Something kind of cool. I like this. Poses like this, or this one's really cool. Yeah, okay, well, let's make a pro ref. June. Continuing our board here. All right, there's a good one. Let's move this down here a little bit. Back. Save. Save to. Why can't I? Usually I can save it to a specific board. This is also a good one. One like this too. That's that girl from Cyberpunk, the game. The game. All right. We're going to do some branding images too. Oh, this is cool. I like that a lot. All the um, that's cool. That one's a little risque, so not do that one. All right, I think that's a good start. Let's close that. Bring this over here. Bump these up a little bit. I like that one. All right, so we're going to do a photo shoot. Here we go. Let's first slap on some ambient occlusion, some bloom, and some screen space reflection so we get the nice crispy details. Then we're going to want to make a nice world background. So I'm going to put this down here. Go to shading, go to world, bam, environment texture, open, do night for now. Something like that. Just give us some nicer details on the lighting. The bloom is too much. All right. Back to layout. Well, I'm headed home once more. Hope you have a great day, everyone. Same to you, Zoom. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're having a fantastic day and that it continues into the evening. But hopefully, we'll catch you a little later today. If not tomorrow, I will be streaming the rest of the week. So, hope to see you then. Bye. 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 It's actually a little add on I saw recently. It was for like tri-lighting. Tri-lighting, yeah. View 3D add lights. Shift A, add 3-point lights. Sure makes it a little simpler. And let's lower the world strength. Let's say 0.1. Hair emission's a little strong as well. Why is it so small? All right. Now we can try to do something a little bit more similar to something like this. Let's do this one first because I like this one. All right. So we'll get the camera in, which is like right about here. We'll do view, camera, Align view, active camera to view. Well, and I believe, again, we need to change this to 1920 by 1429. Pretty sure. Okay. So first thing to do, we have these lights. I'm going to rotate them as I did earlier. I think I kind of messed that up. We have the fill on the left. We'll lower that one quite a bit because we want more of a rim light. We'll figure it out. That was the left side. Oh, for all of these too, we want to make sure that context shadows is on. Otherwise it looks odd and weird, and I won't like it. And then also we'll switch the film to transparent. That'll be a little bit easier to look at. Film. Did I miss it? Film transparent. There we go. All right. This one we'll do kind of a yellow, orangish color, a little warmth, a little bit more red. And then a lot of blue in here. Turn that one down, and this one a little bit more bluish. Okay, this one's a side. This one's actually going to be the fill. Bam, bam, bam. Something like that. And we'll do this one as a very sharp blue. Rotate it even more. Probably a bit like that. And the other one as well. Rotate so that we get that. Nice. And here, I should be able to change the size, which will make a nice, softer shadow, which is the goal. So it's a little too small before. And this one I will actually shrink a little bit more. Move. Right about there. Okay, now let's actually set up a pose. First thing, just lower these. My tool, snap, and snap. Switch to 0.8, seems to be lagging quite a bit. Like that. Turn the body. Do. Mm-hmm. Maybe something a bit like this. I feel like I probably should have done the other side with the way her hair falls. That might have been a little bit better. Let's see. 0.6 RZ. Rotate. Ignore her arm. Maybe a slightly different pose. But what I would really like is the symbol in the background. That's kind of mostly what we'll be playing with a little bit later. Do, 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 do. Something like that. Bam. 6. Yeah, the hair just completely covers the eye. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I think I just need to like play with that more. Why can't I rotate that? Why can't I rotate this? It's got a. Oh. Interesting. What is it tracking to? June's body. Fascinating. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a. Should have added an empty and then done this, but that's okay. Boom. Track to the sphere. Copy to selected. All right, now I can just adjust the lighting super easily. All right. Feels a little bit better. Then what? Then it would be nice to have on the character just one subdiv. It didn't affect the hair. um, Jacket looks a lot nicer. Interesting. Okay, well, there's no way for me to mask that. All right, then let's get rid of it. Just live without it. That's fine. Better to make product shots for the product as it is. Not sure since you select the object at the moment, but did you put in some of that sweet subsurf scattering in for the ears? Not as of yet. Not as of yet. This is just purely as is, or kind of a direct transfer from Unity. That's a good idea. We'll get some subsurf in there because the materials will look pretty different between Unity and Blender. I'll have to go back to the other one to set that up. That looks more dramatic. I like that. Let's get the camera. I kind of want to do a full body now, or at least something like this. I like how the lighting on the legs. Be kind of ashamed to miss that. Yeah, I like how that looks, especially this light here. It seems really cool. All right, let's go back to June here, and we can set up some subsurf on the body. I think all we have to do there is go to the material. I want to move this. Move the reference out of there. Body subsurf 0.1. I think I need too much more than that. Yeah, let's just go 0.1. In fact, I might mask that because it's showing up in the eyelashes. Call this one sub surf mask. Move that, open up the mask B. Now what we'll do there is actually multiply it and then drop it in here. Oh, yeah. All right, so that's 0 there, and then 0.1 here. Definitely softens up the look of the character. Save, return to, oops, thumbnail. Yeah, much softer looking. Much more like flesh, matte flesh. Matte flesh. All right. So that pose is kind of goofy, but mess around with it right now. Oh, right. Okie dokie. Let's slap on this again. Here, over here. Hand on hip. It's kind of a classic pose. I'm surprised that doesn't lower the elbow at all. Funny. Oh, thank you, Dirk. Hey there, Like, hello, hello. How you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Do need to get back to you on your character. My apologies for the delay on that. In fact, you are on my to-do list up there, so that's good. Just passing by, no worries. Well, good. Well, I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. It's been a good one. I've been gone for so long now. It's amazing how quickly. Also, those Resident Evil mods looked amazing. That was so cool. So Silik and Areku put some of the avatars I had made for them into Resident Evil through by modding, and that came out super well. This is a goofy pose. Finn Jackal super talent. That's his handiwork. So cool. It genuinely came. I like. It's really cool seeing work you did end up in like a different game engine. So certainly let him know I'm sending my appreciation because very pleased with that. I did. Like, what the heck? Use the jacket a little bit more than I thought it would. I think it's a better pose. Might do a few different ones. Just move that arm back here just to hide it. Should definitely do a turntable gif. Got to show off her butt. Important stuff. Important stuff. Really like how the little wrinkles came out on the latex. That came out really well. Wrinkles look nice indeed. Is it the normals or some secret sauce? It's the normal texture. But I did make them custom. So I went in and I added in, or I made a cylinder that I could compress and then bake in Substance Paint, bake the normals into a UV map on Substance Painter, both for the jacket and for the latex here, right here, this kind of stuff. It was fun. It was very fun. Maybe I'll sell a pack of just the wrinkles. People might like that. That looks better. Like substance resource pack. Nice, looks good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Finally got my hands set up perfectly, so I now have the perfect hand mesh. Well, not necessarily perfect, but much easier to use one. Is there a hotkey for that? Relaxed hand pose. Uh-oh. Whoa. Like that. A little more confident pose, a little more swagger. They don't ever read Artemis Fowl. Which kind of reminds me of was it Holly? That looks a little funny. Where do you put your hands? Better. Awesome. We'll probably do a GIF of like a turntable of her in this pose as well. I think that'd be good. But for now, the thumbnail. All right, so this will be thumbnail pose, and we'll have June written up there. But would it be cooler to have like a nice backdrop? So we're going to work on what that backdrop is. I think I do like the kind of alleyway. It's kind of a classic cyberpunk, right? Something like that. Ooh, the lighting falls onto the building in an awkward way. Isn't there a way to do that light linking? I believe light linking is a new feature in Blender, but I don't know if it's which version it's in. Blender, okay. It's in Blender 3.2, so we should have it available. Shading, light group, light linking, and that's just in the object properties. I don't see that there. No. Leather here, like it's only affecting the 3.6. Do I want to upgrade? I don't know. Not really. Not particularly. These are just to put a shadow or some sort of shadow blocker here. This is the one that I'm really worried about. It just creates this nice line right there. So we're going to put our cursor there, and we're going to make a cube. Then we're just going to delete this part of the cube, shrink the cube until we kind of contain it. Then rotate the cube like that. And then I believe we can goofy. How do I make it so that it's visible? Or render make object invisible and render but cast shadow. Oh, we just make it blend. Okay. Makes sense. Shading. Object. Transparent. BSDF. Here. Bam. But it still blocks shadow. All right. There's a little odd shadow there, but it's better than the weird blue highlight on everything. All right. Well, that was a funny way to do it, but it worked. Now for our backdrop here, brick alley. Avatars. June. Branding. Thumbnail. Bam. Go here. New. Alley. Wall. Open. Doesn't really seem to help on the bottom, but whatever. We can just cut it there. Separate. Or actually, yeah, we'll just separate it. Back to this one. Then take this here. Just one of the edges. I don't know, something like that. Oh, 3.6 isn't released yet, by the way. Only alpha, beta. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I always am so tempted to upgrade. But then it's like, do I really want to spend the time doing that? Another question. Do I really want to spend the time decorating this alley? Same, but I do prefer to stay on a stable release myself, which isn't all that stable sometimes either. Okay, we're gonna delete this, but I will make a plane right there, just so I can get a nice specular highlight on the latex there. And then we will render this out. Render this out. It'll be June. Render. And back to layout. So make sure it's 0, 1, 1, 1. Turn off record for now. Render animation. You should render just the one. Eyes are looking slightly wrong place. I want to see too. I could change the focal length here. All right. Render animation. Something like that. Let's just do it double resolution for now. Ooh, it lags my stream. But now we got a nice image. I like how our lips turned out quite a bit. I think they look really good. Then we can close this. We can open Photoshop. We can delete all this junk. And we can bring that image in. All right. Now we actually make the thumbnail. I really did like the kind of glowing neon shapes behind her. That was kind of cool. We also have this really fun reference image here, like a poster. We'll probably do one more like that because these two are very similar. I really like that. And this one's got like a nice cyberpunk vibe. The background feels really simple. Yeah, these little neon symbols in the back. So we're going to try to mimic something to that effect. So first, what we'll do is we'll make a shape. We'll do a triangle, and we'll turn off the fill, and we'll set the color here to, let's say, a purple. It already looks a lot better. Bam. What's the hotkey for this? U. So go to U. We'll switch this to 4 for that width. Maybe even, no, 4 is good. And then we'll add an outer glue. Glue. That's also purple. Surprisingly very close right off the bat. A little more saturated. Something like that. Set it to linear dodge. A little bit of noise in it. Let's break it up. Okay. And then I actually want to put the outer glow on the folder it's in. So we could just go in and make some other shapes. And they should just work. Sony. Don't like the triangle there, but we could do a nice line. Graphic design nonsense. Okay, let's keep a triangle just for now. Kind of like where it's located. I feel like it leads the eye in a good direction. You're like hip, this. All right, that's good. Then we'll hide everything. Go up here, make a selection, and we'll say, oh, Loot! Welcome! Hello, thank you for the bits. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Much appreciated. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Glad to be back. Glad to be hanging with everyone. And I will be here the rest of the week, so I'm done with my little vacation. Got some animation work. Hey, it's not a dream job, but it's work. And that is awesome to hear. Very cool. What? Oh. Bam. What? It says it's... All right. Smoke. What? What is going on? There's nothing here like that. Yeah, we're working on thumbnails for June. Getting her looking good. Though now Photoshop apparently is upset with what I'm making. I don't know why. I don't know if it likes the word smoke. Fog or mist. Dynamic. Well, that's good to hear. Certainly love Blender myself, as you well know. What kind of animation work are you doing? I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. There we go. That's kind of cool. I like this one. So not quite what we want, but well, actually that looks kind of cool. Just see how it blends. Make it blend it differently. Very vaporwave. Making YouTube shorts for a kid's YouTube channel. Oh, interesting. That's fascinating. I think that could give you some good insight, though. If you want to do, you know, animation yourself, that's kind of giving you great insight into how you could make it viable YouTube career if you want to do your own animation on YouTube Shorts. It's a good experience, just not really making stuff that goes in the portfolio. Gotcha. None of these are really blending the way I would want. Just want them to blend a little differently. This reminds me of like a 2000s cover album or album cover. Feels kind of nice. If you want something to blend better, use the proper software instead of the devil's tools, Chance. Blender, blender, blender. Will it blend? I'm going to do colorize instead. So we should still get some hue variation. With geometry nodes, you can do anything. Anything. Free from all constraints. All right. I feel like I need to really up my understanding of how branding works. It's like this is okay as a thumbnail, but I would really want something striking, something that really, I don't know, makes you want to buy it, right? But I suppose this isn't a promotional image. This is just the thumbnail. This is just the thumbnail. So I don't have to worry about it too much. But I would like it to look a little more interesting. Just think of the background as a placeholder for right now. Mist. Dramatic. Stock. Bum, 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 bum. When framing, be sure to consider the rule of thirds. Also, text and borders help. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be adding the text and borders, but I'm just kind of. I like that it can make images like this, but this is definitely not quite the right direction. We'll say dramatic, stock, sci-fi, city. It feels a little bit more interesting, maybe. Um, street. Don't really like that one. Most people consider the rule of thirds on the horizontal, but can forget about it on the vertical. The vertical. Oh, these ones are terrible. It's interesting how well it does other things, and then it just totally falls apart on other things. Oh well. Oh well. Let's bring everything back. For these shorts, I'm working with a portrait resolution. It's different. Yeah, that is definitely a little different experience. We'll say shapes for them. The screen space is weird having to get things in the shots by moving them back. Well, I wish you well with that work. I do think that, since you're looking to do your own animations, it's kind of a good spot to be. Seeing, if you get insight into how they make money off of what they're doing, that will be very beneficial for you in the long run. Pay based on production. Gotcha. Stay on quota. Kind of like that. He releases a video every couple hours and they get millions of views. It's a huge channel. I'm sure I'm not the only one he's using. Release a video every couple hours and they get millions of views. That's fascinating. That is really, I think a lot about how you could make production, and I'd be super interested to see how he's marketing it, ensuring he gets those views. Pumping out content exactly. Well, I mean that's part of it, but you have to be able to, you know, you can pump out a lot of content, but if no one sees it, then the shorts work as ads for his longer videos. It's amazing how much shorts, with TikTok and stuff, really changed viewership in the last year or so, or how you see content, watch content. That's not what I wanted. I kind of like the grunge. I hate shorts. I hate getting sucked into them. Yeah, it just shows how well they work. Oh, that's cool. I have to remember that the generative fill always makes its own layer. I keep making a layer to put it in, but that's not how that works. Just paint that smoke. I just use the generative fill AI, basically. Is that legible? Can you read that as June? Maybe. I am not enjoying this right now. I'm going to switch over to doing something else and we'll come back to the thumbnail later. But we do need to make some promotional images. So we'll call this one thumbnail. I'm going to save this. We're going to make a new full copy of the scene. And we'll call this um, turnaround. And in this one, bougie Photoshop stuff. Just, I wish I could use I would rather use Stable Diffusion, to be honest. Um, but I can't do it while I stream, unfortunately. Just a little too much for my computer. Boycotting Adobe. Fair. You and Snardom will get along then. Snardom is also not a fan of Adobe. It's company for me, not really the programs. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think there are some legitimate complaints to be levied uh, against them. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. That was loud. Whoa. Took me by surprise. I'm so sorry. That was probably super loud. Is Blender has been treating me nice. It's not as bad as I remember. No, I think there are a lot of improvements they've made recently as well. Really, the difficulty with Blender is just there's just an ungodly amount of hotkeys. Um, is that what I keyframed? Well, I'm getting some fat drops on my playback. A couple of these character models that gave me really dense polys. um, what you can do in order to is you can create a duplicate of the high poly one, hit it with a decimate so it gets really, really low, but it'll keep all the armature rigging and stuff. And then you can turn off the high poly one. So you're only working with that decimated one, at least in the solid view. That's a nice workaround. Um, I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, you can just turn off uh, the FPS. Um, and you can also put it into a collection. The high poly mesh, you could put it into a collection. And if you disable it with this check mark, then it really hides it. Then it really, really disables it. So, and you can access that by um, going into the top here, the restriction toggles. But basically, you could make a collection just for the high poly version, drop it in there, make sure your low poly is not in the same collection, and then just hit the check mark, and it'll boom, it'll knock it out. And yeah, this check mark here disables it completely, so it's not thinking about it at all when it's off. We need a better light for her butt. Very important stuff, I would say. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. Yeah, playback issues suck. It's just like, I just need to make it work. When moving a finger takes 1 hour. But happy to help. Absolutely happy to help. when 1 second doesn't take 1 second. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna pause, or I'm just gonna mute myself really quick. Trying to calculate time based on change FPS. Oh yeah, there was something. There was something. There is another way you can speed up playback. I can't remember what it is, but something about rendering order. It's like rather than yeah. Anyway, I'll try to find it at some point. But you can. It's another speed up. There's a whole little video I came across in the past. Let's see. YouTube. Show more. Blender. It's my Blender playlist. Um, Unavailable videos are hidden. Okay. Or that one. Um, yes, here we go. I'm just going to go to the restroom really quick, but here is a really cool video. This guy just had a lot of info on how to speed up playback in the EV editor. Um, so yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. Uh, his how he delivers the information may not be to your he's kind of cringe in a way, but yeah, he has a bunch. That's where I learned that tip, and there's a few other things in there that might help out. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick. I shall return. Just one moment. All right, I'm back. So, I think we just render this out. And this will be June turnaround. Save that. Usually, oh, wait, I am back, but I forgot to turn on VSF. So I am back. Um, I think I should extend this. I should just make it a loop. So let's grab the empty, go to action editor and push it. Push it down. And then we'll go to animation. Oh, I don't need this anymore. And open up our NLA editor. Find our action we saved. Should have been on this one. I think I pushed down the wrong animation. I did. Okay, so undo that, undo the naming. This one is cam rotate. This one we want to save and push down. Okay, so here it is. Then we'll extend this. How many times do we want to rotate? Or let's just think of it in terms of minutes, right? 24 frames per second. Let's do a minute long. So 24 times 60. I can do math. 24 x 60. 1440. Then we just hit this with the loop. Repeat 100 times. Okay, that should extend way beyond this. But I would like to then just tweak this to exactly line up there. All right. And this will take a little bit to render. Oh, wait, cancel that. Definitely need to change a few things here. So we have that folder and then it's starting to render it. Let's delete that. Make sure our output is not a PNG, but a video. And you know what? One more thing here. Let's go into our view. We can make this look even better. I'm going to use nodes. I'm going to render just an image. Okay, we may not do that in the viewer. Um, going to make this here like this. I'm going to take these. We're going to say grungy, minimal, background, texture. I don't believe you. Grungy, minimal, background, texture. Copy that. All right, something like this. Put it below the overlay. Control U. We're going to darken it right about there. Okay, save. File, export, PNG. I'm going to put this right here. We'll call this June. Turn around, backdrop. Okay. Close that. Image, texture, open, backdrop, and then mix this with this based on this alpha. Wild. Not what I expected because we actually have this doubled in terms of resolution. That's annoying. What is the Gumroad thumbnail size? Or not thumbnail, image size. $12.87.20. So we want it to fit video. Back here. Branding is one of those things where there's a lot to do, and frankly, it's not very fun. Oh well. Render image. Should have done 100 resolution. Save, render image. If I want to do 200, I'll do something else. Swap these. There we go. Why is it cut off? I'll refresh the image here. It is cut off in the view here, which means that in our animation, move back a little, and probably move down just a little. All right, back to compositing. We can zoom in now. This looks disgusting, the table here. So we'll need to fix that so it doesn't look all warped. Drop this here, just like 0.8, make it a little bit darker. Then I would like text. Oh, really? There's no way to add text here? That's surprising. I should be able to add text. Really? That's stupid. Okay. What we'll do is we'll actually just make a new file here. We'll also make the text. Oh, you know what? No. Don't save. Okay, so we can do that. But then what we want to do is actually copy this amount for the length of the video. And we're going to make one more new scene. We'll call this video comp. And we will add exactly that, video rendering or video editing. This one. Because we can actually just add in a scene. Add scene, our turnaround. And then we just make it the same length. We can render a single image out. Perfect. But then we can also add text. Whoa. Text. All right. What will this text say? www.samdutter.com. That's what it's going to say. Oh, yeah. And then also, of course, make it the same dimensions. Okay. Back to the turnaround. I thought I deleted that. Definitely need to delete this, or go to here. Make a circle. 128. Fill. Alrighty. All right, that should be pretty good. Worried about rendering it right now because it might be a little bit too much for me while I'm streaming. So perhaps we'll render it out at lunch. Just do a little preview for now. A little bit smaller. I'm going to change this to turnaround body. Interestingly, if we go here, I can make it animation. Right now we have this on repeat. I'm going to say repeat once. For what should be? How long does it take for it to spin? I believe it's 60. Yeah, so 60 frames. And then if we go to the video composition, we do that. And on the video here, should be a way to make that repeat here. Blender, video, editing, repeat.
Timeline, and you can see the top photo of the this is it. You get the and to that like video just paste it and make it to snap it to check. More and then this two here here and this image. Just make sure that we don't have the black black empty space.
All right, that's very manual, but I guess it'll work. What happens if I just stretch it? Okay. So to repeat 4 times, boom. Oh, that's annoying. It doesn't repeat perfectly. I'm going to go crazy. Why would it do that? Why do I care? Let's just make it 1,000 frames. Go back to the ANLA editor and set it to repeat 100 times. And then in the video comp, doesn't matter, delete it. There. The disk is off center. Is it though? It's spinning. Oh, this is getting annoying. Okay, that is not moving, but the body's moving. Wow, that is stupid. And that's why I was glitching. Gotcha. All right. All right, nothing's moving between them. Good. We render that out. We've got the text overlaid, which is good. I would just like to change what the text looks like here and maybe also put my logo in the background image of the compositor. Actually, I wonder if that would happen right now. Yeah. Huh, funny. Okay, just like a cooler font, please. Something a bit more professional looking. I feel like it should be centered on the character. And we'll make it slightly transparent, 0.5, and a little dark. And we actually are going to go back to turn on body, go to compositing, delete this, move this here, and then back to video comp because then we can add an image, this image here, like that. Yay. So pretty much the same thing, but it gives us a little bit more control, which is nice. wonder if I could set the text to multiply or something. It's interesting. It has like a little outline now. Kind of like how that looks. It's a little outline here. All right. Now that we've done that, so we have a body. Turn around for the body. What I want now is like a turnaround for the face and just other details. So we'll do another full copy. And this will, of course, be turnaround face. And we want to go to our animation NLA editor. We have this cam rotate, and we just want to tell it how to blend. Instead of replace, we want to combine. Add. There should be one option that allows me to blend. It's there. What we have. Combine. Add. Object transforms. I'm going to delete all this keyframe data or accept the Z location. Then it'll work because it's just saving the rotation or the location. All right. Then we can go back to our video comp. Let's take these, move them up quite a ways. Then we can take this, add scene, turn around face, and at some point we will transition between the two. Feels very zoomed out here, so we'll have to double check what's going on. Something like that. Cut it, delete it. Damn it. I cut the wrong thing. This is the backdrop. Move that down. This is the video. And then we just want to go to the face, layout, take this, zoom in until we get a nice close up. Let's turn this off. Save, back to video comp. There we go. All right. And then we'll just do a few more. Face, jacket, legs, leggings. And then that should be good. Whew. So what we do here is we're going to full copy, turn around jacket, and take this, go to 0, move it down to I location, and same with this. I location, boom, and then this will play looping just on the jacket. Looks good. All right, and then we'll do another full copy, which will be legs. And we can take this, move down, right about there. Location, my location. And then it'll loop there on just the legs, which looks good. All right. Challenging. Back to video comp, video editing. So we have all these different scenes. I would love a better way to blend them. But I guess this works just fine. I'm going to delete these, add, scene, Body. Go to the end. Image. Add scene. Body. And then what? Every 10 seconds, we'll do a cut. I think that sounds reasonable. Base. 20. Add. Scene. Jacket. 30. Scene. Legs. 10 seconds. And we'll just finish it out with another body. And then at the very end, just cut there. Take all these, image, or we can right click. How do I do a fade out? Strip. How can I? Oh, it's because I didn't have a main one selected. Fade in, out. Actually, undo. This one will do a fade out. These ones will do both. Because that way it'll start with the character going. Though I will add just a bit of color here and tell that to fade out. So it'll start in like that. All right. Then we'll take all this, move up one, take our text there. And for this text, I will make it black instead. And no shadow, but definitely less visible. Something like that. Now this border, where is that coming from? That is coming from here. No, that is in the image itself. It is in our backdrop image. So it should be visible in every single one. It is. Awesome. Very cool. Deluxe. And then lastly, we want one more color here, the very end. And we'll right click fade in. But both of these should be at the very top. So I do have to say, it is kind of annoying that the platform that they're on isn't centered. I don't like that. So I'm going to go back to the body. And here we'll copy this. Just copy that. Paste it here. Paste it here. Let's say I location. So it's only saving the location. And now when it spins, the platform is perfectly centered, which feels nicer, in my opinion. Okay, back to video comp. Let's just hit Alt R to refresh everything. Yeah, that feels a lot nicer. And we just want to do the same for the legs. So legs, take this value, just in case. It shouldn't be different, but just in case it is. Paste it here. That's the wrong thing. Paste it here by location. Back here. That's annoying. Okay. Now, excuse me, our text here. I think I would prefer for it to just be black as well with no shadow. I think it's just a little cleaner. Just looks blurry with that. All right. Now, yeah, it's just meowing like crazy in the living room. All right, so here's our promotional video. At least this is the turnaround. Oh, it would be nice to have more info, but it's like, how much time can I devote to this right now? I think we'll just have to shoot for having additional information with the next avatar, because I can't do perfect video every single time. I just have to add on a little bit more as my skills improve. Um, all right. Sorry, just thinking right now. Let's go back to the thumbnail and mess around with that. So this is our first thumbnail pose. Let's sketch out some ideas for a better thumbnail, because I don't like this one. There's my pro ref. This one looks really good. I think let's try this one instead. All right, put that off to the side. And what we'll go ahead and do is say this is thumbnail V1. I'm going to do a full copy and do thumbnail V2. And in here, I'm going to switch that up, try to match that scene. Export selected images. 3, line work. Or no, bases. What am I looking for? Reference. All right. Then go here, reference, pose. All right, so this is what we're shooting for. I like this one a lot, a little simpler. And we got good reference for this whole composition, etc., etc. Do something like this. It is nice to get a lot of experience just like posing things, trying to get a nice angle. Animation practice, basically. View, camera, line, active camera to view. Just always more to learn, isn't there? Isn't there? Helps when you have a nice rig. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I hope your work has given you a nice one to work with. Well, never mind. I had to make 2 of them. Okay. That's awesome. You've heard it before, but definitely the Auto Rig Pro. Auto Rig Pro. The skin looks really good. I used AccuRig. Oh, interesting. I've never used that one. Or I'm not familiar with that one. But it looks weird. Big clipping right there. That looks good. It's free, made by Reallusion. Oh, of course. The CC company, Character Creator Company. Oh shit! I didn't save these ones. Oh, shouldn't reset. Hopefully. All right, I think that looks pretty good. We just need something she's actually sitting on. uh, I think we should tweak the lighting a little bit as well. It's nice to have such a quick way to get 3-point lighting in. That feels really nice. Something like that. Quick poses. Very cool. I used to use these a lot when, not this one in particular, but when I was doing gesture drawing. I really liked that. Point 6. There we go. Is that cube still here? Let's delete that. That one's good. I like that positioning. I think I got these backwards. Just to make sure the face isn't completely hidden. Okay, that looks really good. All right, and then for the camera, just gonna find a good position. I could just do a full focus on her. We'll see. Where'd my cube go? I didn't make a cube, I made a plane. Hmm. The way the hips are set up, it's gonna cut through. All right, I think this pose looks way better than our initial thumbnail. Way, way better. And we can do something like view. Where is it? Viewport display. Thirds. About there. Ooh. Kind of like a little bit more to the side. Nice. All right, that looks good. That looks good. Thankfully this kept my thumbnail size or dimensions, image dimensions. It'd be fun to have some stuff in the back, just kind of like this. Probably not the same thing, but something similar, just to give it some detail. And then we'll go from there. So first plane. Do some sort of glass thing. What? What the fuck? Hello. Why is it still in this pose? What the fuck? What the fuck? If I render this, what does this look like? Looks really good. I need to fix that right there. But overall, I really like the look. We won't have this reflection once I change the color of the backdrop. There's a little artifact here. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Cotton, hello! Do you have any commissions to do? Yes, I'm currently working on one. And I just got contacted by another client, potential client. But if you're looking to get queued up, it's certainly something we can get started. Also, hello, Cotton. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I have returned from my vacation. This is really odd that it looks like this here. Just missing a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna reload this file. All right, I guess we'll just make a new thing. And we'll make this shiny. And then we'll add a mix shader, transparent. That right here. And we want to make sure it's set to alpha blend. Then we'll add a noise, or let's do a Musgrave texture. Something like that. A little bit more smudginess. Smudgy wudgy. Smudgy wudgy. All right. And we'll go back here for a second. Actually, we already have this grunge texture. Image. Didn't come out very well. All right. I actually want a better texture. So grunge, smudge, texture. Just searching this over here. No. Why would I pay for a stock image these days? Let's go ahead and Control A. Smudged glass texture, alpha texture. Cool if this works. It's not bad. File, export. Bada boom. Say boom. Shoot. Smudge. Yes. All right, that looks smudged. Perfect. And then I want something like this up here. And objects, origin to geometry. I don't know, some sort of subway looking thing. All right. That's not very visible. Okay. And then we did make the background transparent. What if we turn that off? Doesn't look too different. All right. Going for some sort of like subway look. We'll see how that goes, but I wish I could turn down that spotlight look just a little, but it's not too bad. Bring the eye back over here. That. All right, frame the head. Okay. This one can go. This one here. Combine them all. We're going to make a new material. Seat. Darker. This metal will be lighter, but less shiny. Turn down that specular. And I don't know. This all seems kind of unnecessary, but I like doing it. It's hard not to do it because I end up just really enjoying doing this process. Well, I shouldn't spend too much time into it. Doing it forever. I just get stuck on it because I like doing it. And it looks good. What is that? Leg looks good. I do really like that. That feels a lot better. Um, excuse me. You need to go. This vid is very helpful. Good. Good. I'm glad that is helping. I'll just use Rigify to add some controls to my rig. Hey, that's good to hear. Getting some utility out of that. I like it. Clicking on controls in the viewport is better than finding the bone in a set of drop downs. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, rigs are fun. Like it takes a while to really get used to them, but once you have a fun with a rig, there's no going back. Going back, you're like, oh, I could just make a rig like this. All right, just a few more little things and then stop futzing with this. We're going to make a curve. Make a Bezier curve. Delete the curve. Go to this draw tool. Draw on the surface. Boom. That came out weird. Now we might as well just Shift A, Bezier. W, boom, Shift Tab. Set it to face. Boom. Up here, R. This other one here, R, S. This one out. And we'll just add some thickness. Don't look at me. Look at your Blender file. Yeah, he is funny. He's a funny guy. He definitely made what he was teaching very memorable because he was just kind of goofing, but also providing valuable information. All right, we'll probably add some stuff in Photoshop to really sell it. I don't want it to glow. All right, I think I just need to stop messing around with this. Thumb render underscore v2. 111 render animation. Yeah, we'll probably call it there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Probably add a little bit more detail just with some textures, some sort of metal texture for the segment, pipes, the seats, and then I think we're pretty good on everything. Why'd it go white? Just not updating. Okay. Scale, bias, mortar size, 1 brick height. Let's make it square. 0. Let's go this way. Doesn't seem to work. There we go. Some sort of pipe looking thing. Then here we'll do a noise, white noise. Into the bump, right, boom, normal, here. It's too uniform. Sure, something like that. All right. Then I do want to turn up the anisotropic. Anisotropic. Isn't there? You know what I really should be doing? I don't know why I haven't done this yet. There is a material library, right? Why the heck am I not using this? Oh, cool. What? Why to select it? Nice. Useful. All right. I think we'll just have to make do for now. All right. We're going to call it there for the morning session. Ugh. Lot that we've done, but a lot more to do, a lot more branding to do. But after this, we'll be switching over to our commission, to the commission of our avatar. So I'm looking forward to that. She came out really well, though. I mean, these shots look really good. So excited to put the final touches on that. We'll see what we can do for the rest of this stuff. It's pretty basic looking. We'll figure it out. Doesn't really look like anything. But that's okay. That's okay. One step at a time. One step at a time. Okay. But I am going to call it here. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me for the morning session. Loot, thank you for hanging out. Hope your animation's going well. Looking forward to see what you end up making. Cotton, definitely feel free to reach out to me on Discord if you need any assistance with a commission. Who else came by this morning? We had Cecil, Snardum, Silek, and Zoom. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. Happy to be back in the hot seat. Happy to be back working and hanging out with y'all. So looking forward to later this afternoon. I'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. If anyone's new here, definitely hit that follow button. and we'll get back to business soon. Anyway, catch you all in just a little while. Bye. Bye. Bye.